I'm going to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees for Wednesday, October 19th, 2026 at 6:39 p.m. And I'm going to take a roll call. So Trustee DeRocher. Present. Trustee Lazan. Here. Trustee Pika. Present. Trustee Schmidt. Here. And Trustee Stoll is here. Trustee Warren.
Present.
And Trustee Pishka is absent. Okay, Jason informed me that we did not receive a request for remote attendance. So we're going to go on. If I could have a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll move.
Okay, Trustee Schmidt moved, and if I could have a second.
Second.
Okay, and Trustee Warren seconded. So then, is there anything to be removed or changed from its place on the agenda as written? Okay, so then I'm gonna ask for a voice vote. All those in favor of approving the agenda as written? Aye. Okay, any opposed? Okay, so a motion passes and the agenda is approved.
The agenda appears to be a larger font, and those of us who are getting older appreciate that.
You're welcome. Myself included.
So then the first thing I'm gonna turn over to Jason is the presentation of the new employees.
Sure, well, with us tonight, we have Riley Lindsay. We're glad you are here. So she gave a lovely, we during the interviews, we had them come in and do story times, and she gave a lovely story time.
So new
Oh.
services,
Yes.
new services?
Yep.
Or were you giving story times to adults?
There's story
So you're gonna be taking over.
I'm gonna be taking over the family story times, which are 10 a.m. on Tuesdays. Yeah, I'm very excited.
Good luck. Yes, so welcome.
And then on the other side of the room, we have Erica Desmaya Navalisa. That's that correctly, our new administrators. She is even more new. She started on Monday, so. Yes, it has been a busy week. Overloading her brain. So.
Okay, I don't know if you need me to do it, so also attending then would be the various departments heads. Board Rex, member services, Ian Stevens, the HR manager, Mary Kelly Marquez, acquisitions and cataloging manager, Duncan Jones, the IT manager, and Kathy Datos, the marketing department head for, as well as executive director Jason Stolman, and then our administrative assistant, Erica, and then our new employee, Riley, so I forgot to do that. So then, do we have any public comments? Okay, so first I will let Jason go over the legal memo, and then we do have two other pieces of correspondence that I will read as well as pass around to the trustees.
Sure, so we had Roger is always sending us little memos of. Send us the memo about when all the things are due during the year, so this is just one of those sort of informational ones, but it's about the election in April 2027. So got it on the agenda for us to talk a little bit more about later, but mostly what I had to talk about was a recap of this letter.
So the first correspondence is a thank you note for Jackie, so it's the Board of Trustees. Thank you so much for gifting Blue Jays to me. I've wanted that artwork for years. I will enjoy it every day. Now in my eating area, Jackie. Pass that. The second one is actually from the Anderson Humane Society, where we made a donation in Jackie's name from the library. It says, "Thank you, Gail. Your generosity creates opportunities for hope and healing throughout Anderson Humane. Whether it is helping a shelter pet find their forever home, giving wildlife a second chance, or aiding families in need through affordable veterinary care. It is all made possible due to the kindness shown by members of our community like you. Thank you for believing in our mission and for choosing to honor Jackie through your gift. With deep gratitude, Dean Dalbert, President and CEO."
The reason it's addressed to Gail is because she coordinated the staff donations.
But I
to
heard Jackie
get-
stuff.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my question.
And then,
So then, in a moment, I'll let the secretary read the consent agenda, so I know she's perusing the.
Okay, all right, our consent agenda. A, approve the minutes of the July 15th, 2026 regular board meeting. Regarding financials, we have received and filed financial report for July 2026. Approved payments for the period of July 16th through August 19th. I will read this verbatim. In the amount of $74,106.44 for the period of July 16th through August 19th, including electronic payments and checks 11,271 through 11,320, with check 11,201 being voided. Also, for the transfer of funds, we're gonna approve monthly transfer of 200,000 from the commercial checking account to the operating checking account. C, policies, approve the updated policy number 125, credit card and credit accounts. And also approve the updated policy number 210 on library cards. That is the consent agenda.
I move
that we accept the consent agenda as read by Secretary Schmidt.
Second. Okay, so a motion was made by trustee Pika and seconded by trustee Lazan. So do we have any discussion or questions on the consent agenda? Okay, hearing none. I'm gonna do a roll call vote. So, trustee Lazan,
Aye.
trustee Pika,
Aye.
trustee Warren,
Aye.
trustee Schmidt,
Aye.
and trustee Flosher.
Aye.
And trustee Stoll votes aye, so, hearing no votes, the consent agenda is passed as read by the secretary. Okay, so then moving on to the action items, under 8, the first item is review and approve Illinois Public Library Annual Report for 2026, which starts on page 30. Thank you, Jason, and our staff has looked very well prepared.
yeah, every year,
A lot of work.
oh. Tell them how much work goes into this.
I move to approve the library's Illinois Public Library Annual Report for fiscal year 2026. Second.
Okay. Okay, so the motion was made to approve by trustee Pika and seconded by trustee Lazan. So is there any discussion or questions on this? Okay, then hearing none, I'm gonna do a roll call vote. So trustee DeRocher? Aye. Trustee Schmidt? Aye. Trustee Warren?
Aye.
Trustee Pika? Aye. Trustee Lazan?
Aye.
And trustee Stoll votes aye, so hearing no negative votes, then the Illinois Public Library Annual Report for 2026 is approved. Okay, so then moving on to item B, which starts on 54.
I move to authorize $77.75 in travel reimbursement for trustee Lazan for attending the 2026 ALA conference in June.
Okay, so second,
I'll second that.
trustee Schmidt seconded. So again, this will, any discussion or questions on this? Okay, so then I'm gonna do a roll call vote. Trustee Warren?
Aye.
Trustee Pika?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee DeRocher? Aye. Trustee Lazan?
Stay.
Okay, and then trustee Stoll votes aye, and motion carries and is approved for travel reimbursement. So, having 5 yeses and 1 abstention. Okay, so then, item C, page 55. So I need a motion and then we can discuss.
We don't need the names, we just need to.
No, because that's the work, that's where the discussion part.
I move that we authorize expenditure for up to 2 trustees to attend trustee day at the 2026 Illinois Library Association annual conference in Peoria.
I'll second.
Okay, so a motion was made by trustee DeRocher and seconded by trustee Schmidt So now we'll have the discussion are there people that would like to go? I know I'm not able to go. That day happens to be when I will be leaving to go out of town
Not
for
able to go there.
Wisconsin.
I get to be in the country, I have learned to leave this town. I will not be available.
I might be out of town as well.
I'll have to check.
Okay, so then.
I could get,
Okay, Jason, if you don't have any takers or people need to check, what do you want to do with this?
I mean, if we don't have anybody that is able to go, then we don't have to send anybody. That is okay. But if you are interested and, but you're not sure and you need to check, Rick.
Yeah.
Then you just let me know.
thank you.
But let me know as soon as you can, because the standard, we already missed I think the conference is a little bit early this year, either that or all the registration is early, because we've already missed the early bird registration, which we did this the same time last year. And we were still able to hit the early bird registration, but it was actually at the end of July, which I didn't realize at the time. So we've already missed the early bird, so we don't want to miss, if we're gonna register anybody, we don't want to miss the standard registration. So if you don't, just let me know as soon as you can, then if you can't go, we'll
I'll let you know. tomorrow.
I don't know why I thought it was September. Can we like vote on this to allow for two? We didn't have
Yeah,
to
we'll
vote
get
yet.
one kit.
We're gonna vote on it, right? To allow to have the two and then if anybody can.
Right.
they can go.
And if two people can go, great, and if nobody can go, that's fine too. It's up to two. 0 is up to 2.
So it's you two who are interested. Barbara, are you?
I cannot,
I didn't think so, but I just did that.
Are you looking?
I'm considering. So we have.
Well, if you all wanna, if both of you just wanna, I mean, we're gonna vote to prove up to 2, so if you two wanna let me know
It
Okay,
doesn't mean.
yeah,
next week.
Yeah.
We've authorized you to go if you came down.
And if I haven't heard from you, I'll reach out and ask you.
It's really.
Yeah.
I went before. But I kind of felt guilt. I know why I was thinking about, I went 2 years in a row. Yeah.
But if people can't go,
nobody else can go.
Yeah.
then you benefit,
Right.
so. Just note that we did not budget for overnight stay, so it's in Peoria, so. Gotta get up early, get down there and. Drive home
Or pay
afterwards,
for.
or pay for yourself for, thanks for. Just noting that, but then we will reimburse you for mileage. And parking, if there's parking. Cars.
Okay, so then I'm gonna call for a vote. So trustee Pika,
Aye.
trustee Warren,
Hi.
trustee Schmidt,
Aye.
trustee Lazan,
Aye.
trustee DeRosa. And trustee Stoll votes aye, so motion carries. We've approved 2 trustees to attend the ILA annual conference in Peoria. So. Okay, so then item D, which is page 57.
I move that we maintain the current status of all closed session minutes.
Second.
Okay, so a motion was made by trustee Pika and seconded by trustee Lazan. So then I'm gonna do a roll call vote again. So then trustee DeRocher. Aye. Trustee Lazan.
Aye.
Trustee Warren.
Hi.
Trustee Pika.
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt.
Aye.
Trustee Stoll votes aye as well, so motion carries and we're maintaining the status of the closed session minutes. So then now we're on to discussion items, starting on page 58.
All right, so moving right along, so the next consolidated election is on April 6th in 2027. So it seems like a long way away, but we're speeding through 2026. So there are 3 of you that your terms will be up, so that's Barbara, Jerry, and Erica. So you don't have to know now, but at some point, you don't have to tell us, but you're nice to know one way or another at a certain point, whether you're running again or not. But the first day to start circulating petitions is next week on Tuesday, August 25th. And then the first day to file, coming into the library to file with me is Monday, November 16th, and then the last day to do that is Monday, November 23rd. And I do believe you have to separately go to the county to file the Yes, thank you. Although can't remember exactly how that works since y'all have already done that.
You still have to do it twice in that year.
It's so dumb. Okay, but there you go.
That's on the minutes now, Jason.
Whoops. Hopefully somebody doesn't come after me. So I'm working out, they mailed out the packets, I think on Friday. All the files, so it's just been busy, but with Erica being here this week, so.
I'm
quite-
thinking
quite-
about it. I probably will. I have a very, very hectic life right now. But I probably will. Run.
Love it if you did, but we've got a lot going on, so it is
I have a lot going.
very understandable.
I probably will. run.
Counting.
Cool.
Yay, good.
And I appreciate any help I can get. I was certain.
Oh, I got you.
So
Okay.
interestingly enough, I was starting to work on it this morning. The number of signatures you need is based on the number of people that cast a ballot at the last election for the trustee position. You must have had a few fewer. So it's 2% of that number or 50, whichever is smaller. Turns out the 2% is like 43.
I think.
So it
Yeah,
actually
to be
needs a
safe,
few
get 75.
less signatures to time around.
Okay, do.
So. Not that that's a huge significant amount, but.
That's really sad.
I know.
Yeah.
But
everybody
complains, how's that?
It was interesting, there was like. We were the only person on the ballot. There was several that just didn't. Cause there was total ballots and then total cast.
Yeah.
And then there was, I don't know what they called it, undervoted or under something. I'm like, I'm assuming that was just people that cast a ballot but didn't fill in that square.
Right,
Or
that's
they might have
normal.
even done the whole write-in, even though there was no valid write-in candidate, sometimes,
Yeah,
I write in their neighbor, or Mickey Mouse, or whatever.
yeah.
No, they can't, I actually asked them last
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
You
Cause I
get,
used to think that's how exactly how it worked. A
really?
write-in candidate actually has to go into the county office.
Right,
And
But-
so you can't actually write in a candidate on the
but
ballot.
that doesn't stop the voter.
Well, I think that's,
Yeah,
but it won't be bad.
It used to be that you could write in even though there was no valid write-in candidate.
yeah. But there's a lot of people, if it's uncontested or something,
Right.
they just don't even bother voting. That's very.
That's true. So yeah, so that might account for why it was a slightly lower
Yeah, they don't.
votes cast.
Yeah.
Without a vote, I'm sitting at those birds.
Yes.
So I will try and have the packets. By the end of this week, but at the very worst, I'll try and have them by Tuesday, which is the first day for circulating, so I will email both of you. And Erica, I'll let you know when the packets are available.
The machine I'm on happy to circulate for the. So. We'll at least get to 10 signatures.
But we still have, you still have plenty of time, because you don't have to actually file till November, so that's.
At least Jerry, you still have some time at the pool.
So it's 3 months,
You-
aside from the time it takes to get signatures, you got 3 months to think about it, so. Any other questions or? Thoughts about it?
Well, I didn't know if we should, there was any way to reach out to the people that had. Come in and interviewed for the vacant to, say, hey, packets are available if you wanna run. Cause I certainly feel that everybody has the right to run, so. And, since at this time too, we don't know for sure if Erica's gonna run again. So. Or I should say if Erica's going to run, that's what we have. I don't know, but
I mean, we have to publicly put up a notice for it.
Right, and we're gonna, we'll put it in, just
Yeah.
as due diligence, we'll put it in our newsletter and as we post it on the website.
Yeah.
What was that? Sorry. Okay, well, one way or another, we're advertising, so whether we do that step or not. We'll see. but,
Okay, so then I guess on to the audit,
okay.
page 59.
You all hopefully got your letters in the mail, okay?
Sent mom back.
Yeah, I did too, I sent,
Said you don't have to send it
That's
back.
what I read.
no, you have to.
Oh, you have to send that.
You know, they give you an envelope for a reason.
I heard that, I read it carefully. And when I read it, I did the same thing. Did I misinterpret it?
That's how I interpreted it too,
Yeah,
because I read it 4 times.
yeah,
And I was
I-
looking for a deadline that it had to come back, and there, I couldn't find that either.
it said,
Something
only
about it.
send it. If we request you to, then send it in. And these are an example of the questions that you could be asked on a phone interview.
That's exactly how I heard it.
If I remember correctly from the conversation I had with Martha, it seemed as though. I think it was, again, some Gatsby changes,
Too.
but I think they send it out, hope that you respond, they want your input. But I believe there's not an actual requirement.
See, in the past, I know
I
that
think-
they've sent it out, if they don't get a response, they've sent it again. But,
Yeah.
And they gave.
But like she said, there was Gatsby changes this year,
okay,
so that might be why there's that subtle difference.
obviously, well, I know the questions were different than I've been asked in the past.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is why I called Jason, that's correct. Like, what does this mean?
So the bottom line is, we should complete it and fill it in.
I mean, ideally, if you're willing to talk to them, that would be great, but if we already have 2 at least that have done it, that will probably satisfy them, but probably the more is better.
If I wanted to put on the bottom of the letter, you should clarify.
Sure.
If you really want this back, you should say you want it back.
And by when?
Right,
I'm still sitting on the kitchen
We'll say check with the department, just double check with her.
Yeah,
If it's
and
supposed to be
I'm
returned or
like,
not.
hi, I exactly read it the same way.
I mean, then you can just listen to say, yes, please send it or no. Please
You know,
don't.
for the meeting, because, but I doesn't
That's
have
right.
trouble.
I'm sure, Jerry, that they didn't ask, you know, they've changed the wording because they're probably not supposed to. Ask specific, it's not.
Well, that's fine, but it does, just like Connie said, it does sound like they're gonna call you if they want your opinion.
That's a lot of extra work for that.
Because I know that what has stricken me in the past, or is just that they usually want input as to whether or not we notice any fraud. I
Right.
thought that was the whole point of us responding to that, and I mean,
And I think it does indicate that if you wish to respond because you know about fraud,
right,
you should do so.
right.
But it doesn't say we need you to do this by such and such a day.
I can't swear to the wording, but I kind of remember something to the effect of, you do not need to return this.
Okay, I guess I didn't read it over carefully enough.
I guess I didn't either.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like, oh, here's the thing, I better return it.
I mean, especially if you've been doing it for years and you're just used to them saying, return it, so.
Yeah, that's kind of the way, I've gotten the question here, I know in the past, sometimes I've ignored it. And I think one time my husband threw it away thinking it was something else, and I was like, well, I need to respond, so.
I'll follow up with her and ask.
Wonder why they sent it.
But like I said, I don't remember the exact details of what she said, but there was Gatsby changes related to this, which is why the questions changed and why the letter changed.
And it could.
Because we actually had an original letter. And then on their, the day they were here for their preliminary field work, she was like, by the way, we have an updated letter that we need to put out the letterhead and sign, whatnot. I'm like, okay. So it was even that recent, this season, that they had an update to it, so.
For all we know, it has something to do with FOIA, so.
That could be. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, so they were here, earlier in the month for a day. Gave them lots of things. Did a lot of work ahead of time uploading to their website or to their portal. And then they've asked for more things, which I've worked on mostly. Few more to do, but then they'll be back, actually on the board meeting next month. So to finish up, but then they will, Martha, I'm assuming it'll be Martha will show up to the November 18th board meeting to present the final audit.
I'll be nice.
November, after 2 months, right?
You know,
She's very pleasant.
3 months.
Yeah, it's a October,
That's
November,
nice,
yeah, thank you.
So, but as far as I can tell, everything is going, so. All got it up.
Moving right along.
So then, director's report.
All right. I mean, the biggest blurb there was about hiring Erica, so yay, she's here. But it's certainly been a busy month covering for Jackie while after she left. Learning Chris and me, it's all stuff I've done before, but just not on a regular basis, so a little slow moving, but. And then this week we're showing Erica, and I'm assuming next week and the following week it'll still be lots. I feel like we've really overloaded her brain this week so far, so, but she's doing great. But excited that she is here, so. Let's see, thank you to Ian, Kathy, and David. We have new name tags that have our logo on them, which is nice. So you have new name tags, and they all have the correct titles attached to them, but this template is a lot easier to update. So come May, when you all vote on positions again, we'll be able to very easily update these.
Thank you.
So we'll keep them in the cabinet like usual, but just wanted to show you that you have name tags. We also have lanyards
Oh, wow.
with them as well.
Wow.
So
So we can't lose them.
exactly.
It's good to keep you here.
So they can't have their name,
What was that?
they can't have their name tag.
Oh, we know who each other are.
If you want them.
I don't.
Well, it's actually nice to have them to wear to other stuff.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I have mine.
We could keep one set here and one set you could take home,
There you go.
so that in the event that you lose one, then we still have one.
I like that.
Do you like that idea?
Yeah.
I do.
Which would you like to take home with you, the name tag or the lanyard?
The name tag.
Yeah.
Whatever everybody else wants. I
Okay. Just those
It
out?
looks a little more professional.
Just those out at the end.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
So I was just curious, what is it that you had to meet with the city with the food trucks? Is it a problem or issue with the food trucks?
Oh, it had more to do with, so there's a brand new fire marshal. And so I think the fire district has been operating, like, giving a lot of free inspections away potentially. And I think they fiscally can't continue to sustain that. And so he's just been, I said fire marshal, I meant fire chief. There's also a new fire marshal as well. But anyway, in terms of inspections, I think has been a couple groups in town who are like, well, we've always gotten that inspection for free in the past. It's like, well, it's not during regular business hours. You can't do that. We're gonna have to charge you because we have to afford to pay staff outside of normal business hours to come and do that inspection. And so we were just meeting with them so that we were all, so we could tell him like, this is not how it's been, and just make sure we were all on the same page moving forward. And then the city was also, they have staff that can do inspections, so for the food trucks, the city can do that during the normal business hours, so that we don't scheduling the fire district to come and do it. But it was just between that and the park district was there, and just hashing that out and making sure we were all understanding each other and all wanting to move forward with the best possible way, so. Yeah,
That'll expire.
so. Any other questions? We got 175 kids for Dolly.
I think
Great.
that's.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
And now with the newsletter that came out, it's prominently on the newsletter. So, maybe it'll tick up even more.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily have lots of extra things to report because being Erica / Jackie and working with the auditors kept me busy last month, so.
Well, now we won't be in trouble. So busy. You won't dream of any more policies to revise.
Oh, we still have lots more policies to review. Okay,
Anything that needs to be highlighted off of, say, Paul's report?
I wonder, what is D and D beyond educator license? What is, it says Mandy Wilson applied for the D and D beyond educator license. Now, the library now has access to special D and D materials and a 5-year master tier subscription. I just wanted the interpretation of what that gives us.
A license and stuff. Very descriptive, but I don't know 100% exactly what all that gets us, but I know,
Well, maybe
I'm
what
sure
does
Wizards of the Coast,
D and D stand for?
I don't know if they,
Dungeons and
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all I.
It's all right, it's, so we,
Stamps with.
so Mandy will do the Dungeons and Dragons program for the teens, and Taylor will do it for the adults.
Okay,
So it's, I mean, you've heard of Dungeons and Dragons,
yes,
so I think by applying for the license,
that's all I need.
it's just the organization giving us some extra stuff.
I was at a loss as to,
What do
What
you do?
D&D?
Gotcha, sorry, didn't
because
realize that,
Pokemon,
you know.
or such a,
Warrenville's Christmas.
thank you.
That was, the library would drop off location for outreach Warrenville's Christmas school, which is on Paul's.
Oh, yeah, so Outreach Warrenville is gonna do, they're collecting items for the Christmas store program that they're going to have. Which I believe will be, I don't know if it will be free items or whether, you know,
That's really
cheap
cool.
items, but for those that don't have a lot of money to come in and still be able to do some Christmas shopping. So we're just gonna be a drop off location for collecting
How
stuff.
many places to go?
No, I forgot, they're going to be allowed to bring red, like juice, red stuff in, so that possibly more. Red stuff might be dropped on the carpet, and it was.
What was,
On page 65, this had to clean, Lee had to clean the meeting room after a meeting where they dropped red stuff. Assume it's juice. Because I thought for some reason we didn't allow.
Yeah,
You know, we don't.
well,
that would not surprise me. It's possible somebody asked me in the past and I said, it's fine. But I understand the solicitation have read stuff because it does a stamp.
Yeah.
Great conspiracy at my last library. Was verboten on red stuff and glitter.
And
You
glitter.
hated glitter.
Glitter.
Oh, yeah.
I've probably
That isn't.
said to the youth staff, it's okay. If it becomes a problem again on a regular basis, then we can forbid red stuff.
Okay, how about glitter, we love glitter too.
Makes the carpet shiny.
just tell them to clean up and run next to Jason's office.
There you go. Exactly.
So then, anything else on the director's report, questions, discussion? Okay, then I'm moving on to the department head reports. Is there anything somebody would like to highlight, or if you have any questions? Okay, compliments to the staff again. Always enjoy getting to see what's going on a daily basis, since we don't necessarily get to see everything that goes behind the scenes and. So then, going on to the president's reports. Page 74, when I get to it. So just highlighting the next meetings, we're gonna have a budget appropriation public hearing next month in September, as well as the regular board meeting. Again, we're going back to 7 o'clock for the rest of the year. Wednesday, October 21st, Wednesday, November 18th, we'll have the truth and taxation public hearing in November, as well as the regular board meeting. And then the only thing to really call your attention to is in December, we'll be meeting 1 week earlier than usual. But again, on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock on December 9th. So. Then going on to the treasurer's report.
Oh, we had a banner month in interest. And we got a nice donation through the Faith Foundation. We received our per capita grant, so it was still good. So good month.
So, then any other questions on the treasurer's report? Okay, secretary's report?
I have no, new information, other than, Rick and I went and looked over, as mentioned from their system, but really we want a few minutes to make sure everything's there.
Okay. I don't think we have any committee reports this month. So then we're on to the general trustee comments. Is there anything?
A couple of things. Jason, I was talking to my husband, who was at a city manager's thing, and something came up. She took a couple of notes. He said that I have to figure out where to put up here now. So, by law, home rule communities are allowed to follow up on a FOIA request by emailing back the entity which requested the piece of information. Home rule communities only, and stating that that entity would have to telephone the city FOIA officer to verify the request by a certain deadline, or the request would be disregarded. Non-home rule communities don't get to do that. This is to mitigate requests made by bots. Does the library have the same authority?
Yes.
So, if we happen to have requests that we think are bot generated, and we do have a, FOIA officer, we could actually put a policy in place where we do that. We want. Because many cities who are home rule do that, because they get lots and lots of FOIA requests.
Yes.
And so I just thought I'd bring it up, because it came up in his thing.
Yeah, think I need to update some of the information on the website, maybe on our posting, but yeah, that was called out earlier in the year. Because I mean, we don't get very many FOIA requests.
Yeah, but it's happening more.
But no, there's certainly a couple of the ones we've gotten in the past, like it came in, I said, all right, we receive your request, we'll return it by this date. Get the information, I send it, here's your information, let me know if you have any other questions, and I never hear back from them again. And so that is potentially, I have just responded to a bot, so the idea be that in the future, if it seems suspicious, we can respond to the request and say, please verify that you
Please
are,
verify.
you are a real person making this request. And if they don't respond within the time, then I don't have to roll the request, or I think I then have to respond.
So do we need to make some kind of official policy?
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
don't-
wondering.
I don't think so, but I'll double check.
Okay,
I think.
I think it's just part of the law, so.
Posting it on the website.
Yeah.
in some format like they do.
Right, I would probably say, make sure it's posted on the,
But
I may have updated it, but I
People are doing
honestly can't
that.
remember off the top of my head.
just to protect themselves.
the other thing is, I'm gonna be out of town next month. Sorry, friends.
Send postcards, will you?
I'm gonna be in Italy.
Bring us souvenirs. The land of
That's awesome.
lemons and olives.
Yes, oh, I'm gonna have some of each.
And gelato.
And gelato.
That's.
Yes, ma'am.
There is lots to love about Italy, but when I was there, my favorite aspects of my trip was that every day I had pasta, gelato, and wine. Fantastic.
It's true.
And then I guess all the, the history and the art, that was good too.
Yeah.
Yes. Looking forward to it. So, but I'm gonna miss, sorry.
I just want to think, first of all, thank you to everybody who did such a beautiful job of Jacob's luncheon. I think she was very, very impressed, and I think it was a very well coordinated effort. And then I also wanted to say I continue to be very impressed about all, I know Diana's job, but there's other people working on the community outreach and the different programs that we are adding to our quote unquote repertoire of things we offer community. So thank you to everybody who's doing that. Great job.
I have a trustee comment. So I wanted to publicly thank Lee, and I did it before, but he's been taking care of some of the plantings outside and Jim Kleinwalker from town, he's part of the Conservation Foundation and the Conservation at Home program and Conservation at Work. And anyway, he came, gave us a couple plans. We don't have a whole lot, but the natives out by the back of the building are kind of starting to come along a little bit, and there's a little bit of milkweed. I would like to, I'm curious about Western DuPage landscaping. If there's a way to encourage more native plants going in on our property, and in looking at doing that, I will let the library know, we're gonna be, the Warrenville City, Warrenville Park District, and the Warrenville Library are all members of the DuPage Monarch Project, and we have a program going on October 29th that is for government land managers to send a representative. It's a breakfast from 8 until 10:30. And the Chicago Botanical Garden and the Chicago Park District are doing a presentation. It is a $25 fee, but it's a breakfast. On how to incorporate more native landscaping in on your properties.
So I got that email.
Okay.
So one of the things I noticed when I joined to and from work is that Wheaton has a thing that says like, oh, Wheaton Monarch City or something like that, and I was like, I wonder.
They signed them on our pledge. Yeah, it's a national organization.
Just like I would, I.
Yes, it's like we're a tree city, or, yeah.
I was just at Chicago at the ten.
Sorry?
I was just at Chicago at the ten for the bonsai show.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. It's like my road trip this year.
So are you hoping that a few of us go to that? So,
No, I'm hoping that the library sends somebody there and that, I mean, if we wanna go, fine. I don't know who makes the decision on what the plants are gonna be outside and what they're gonna look like. And it's gonna be networking with the Western DuPage landscaping company that we employ. So maybe we'll wanna ask them, and maybe we'll want to have more native landscaping on our property.
I sure would love to see that.
Okay, any further trustee comments? Any further business? They haven't included the business of the library and no other business before the board. I adjourn this meeting at 7:22 PM.